Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. On tap is what should be a pretty good matchup between the Washington Redskins and the Miami Dolphins. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Redskins, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Redskins offense led by their new quarterback, Case Keenum. Keenum, a guy, he's seen his fair share of highs and lows in this game. The high likely his 22-touchdown season for the Vikings in 2017, and the low probably being traded by Denver after one 6-10 season. But here he is ready to rock and roll.
They're not ready for this. They still playing smart. Y'all playing the wrong football.
They fake the handoff. Now Keenum. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. There on the tackle, Minka Fitzpatrick. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. It's quite a unit, number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Akeem Spence in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is fielded inside the 5. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. throwing on first down. Hammer. It's complete to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A look now at the Miami offense.
And they should come in pretty well rested because they had their open week last week. Ideally, all teams want to have that open week later in the year rather than this early. But you make do with what they give you. So you take the time off, rest up, heal up, and come in ready to play.
To throw on third down. Hammer. That escapes the sack. Steps away to his left. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough there in the tank. Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is Kenyon Drake, the fourth-year man from Alabama. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. They'll look now at our starting defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. Got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 35. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Hammer. It's complete. Stills. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 13-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
You ain't doing nothing
To throw on second down. Hammer. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready. Mike 51. Coming.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
I'm here all day.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the pass.
2nd and 2. He's got it. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Well, later tonight, we have more football. Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. Now it's Keenum here off the bootleg. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. To Thompson on the draw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Keenum on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Keenum. Complete. Richardson has it. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Keenum. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. And he hits Drake. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just let's take off.
On 1st and 10, Hammer escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills in the final seconds of the first half, and the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
And this one complete to Reed.
We play to win.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. And it was the Patriots who began yet another title defense with the victory. Tom Brady, a strong performance there, over 300 yards passing with 3 touchdowns in the victory. From there, let's head over to Minneapolis to check on the Vikings at home at US Bank Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Carson Wentz with a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get right to the center of the U.S. map and check in on the Chiefs at home in Kansas City. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Patrick Mahomes looking good. 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. On first down, Hammer. And he completes it to Wilson. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Hammer. And he finds Parker here, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 at a Dolphin first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. Kenyon Drake, he was kind of underutilized last year when Adam Gase was head coach, only 7 starts, but now he's going to get a chance under new head coach Brian Flores to really showcase his talent. He certainly flashed his diverse playmaking abilities this season ago. 9 touchdowns, 5 through the air, and 4 on the ground. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down. Looking to throw. Hammer. And Stills bringing it in. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Back to throw. Hammer. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Akeem Spence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Hammer. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Mason Foster. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now a draw play with Drake. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, watch the slant.
Back now in Miami. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing is Keenum. Charles Harris. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But
and he's going to be hit and taken down in the end zone. Peterson tackled for the safety. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a 1-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march up.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. Parker unable to get that one. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On 2nd and 10, Keenum got his man. It's Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Keenum. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Keenum now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now Keenum. Here's a screen to Powell. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
To throw is Keenum. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 6. Out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. Looking to throw. Hammer sliding out of the pocket. On the right side open is Gesicki. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Balaj. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Dolphins, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.